Get him off the list. Why did he even make that list? That man is not a realistic black TV dad.
Tomato.
If there's anything I hate about being a father is wastefulness of my almost 2-year-old.
I don't have a problem with the multiple baby mamas. Like, whatever, things happen.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Cornell Jones, and today you're rocking with the team at Andscape as we go through the top 10 most realistic, not the best, but the most realistic TV dads of all time. The black father has gone through an evolution on TV. It started off with the mean yet caring fathers, Fred Sanford and James Evans. Then it kind of evolutionized into the wealthy and woke dads, Uncle Phil and Dre Johnson. And then we transitioned into the millennial dads, the Michael Kyles and Uncle Bernies. You see, being a black man is not just one thing. And on TV, we've been all things. Today, we're gonna head through that list, and I have an amazing panel with me. We're gonna start with the dads. Two dads, they're real dads in real life, amazing dads. We have Martenzi and we have Domonique FOXWORTH. What's going on, fellas? Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good. You're keeping me from being a father right now. So, I mean, I don't know how good a dad I am because the kids need to go to bed. But you got me up here talking about TV shows.
And we also have with us today Kelly Carter and Sheila Matthews. How y'all doing?
I'm doing well. I'm definitely not a dad, but I'm happy to talk about some dads today. I have a great
But you're an
one.
amazing daughter. We know that. We know that.
It's very realistic.
All right, I love to hear it. And now we're going to put up our list. Everybody has the list. This right here is the list. It's filled with, we'll call them good dads, present dads, not so present dads, but altogether they are dads. And we also have a best of the rest list as well. So here are our rules. You guys as a unit, we can take off 3. We can replace 3. So we just have to agree on what 3 we're going to take off. And we can also move around on the current list. Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. Whew, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. We're going to start at number 10. Number 10, we're going to see if we all agree, Fred Sanford from Sanford & Son. One of the OGs, one of the originals. What we got? Are we cool with Fred at 10?
I mean, he's fine, I guess. I feel like, I want to nominate Kelly to start asking people because I know that she got some like starting with Fred Sanford, he's fine. He's old, he's funny, he make me laugh. That's nice. He's kind of mean to everybody else, including his son. Calling his son a big dummy, like that don't feel realistic to me, but I guess, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like Fred kind of reminds you of that like grouchy granddad. You know what I mean? Like, keep him there. Is it potentially abusive to call your son you big dummy? But we all laugh every time he does it. So maybe it's just like a family joke, you know, like around the dinner table kind of thing. Like every year the crazy grandpa is gonna call his son a big dummy.
I mean, in his defense, he got a career for himself and he handed a business down to his son. So I don't know if that's realistic or not, but it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and we love to see it. It's a blueprint of how we should do with our children. Or what are you handing down to your kids? What's the family business?
I'm not gonna hand them a yard full of junk. I ain't gonna do that. That's for damn sure. I mean, leave them on the list if you want to. I could care. I mean, I could go either way with Fred Sanford. What do you guys think? I feel like Sheila, you too young to have an opinion. Fred Sanford.
She's like, who is Fred Sanford?
No, but it's giving big grandpa vibes. Like, I just feel like, that's just not going to fly nowadays. It's kind of be like we get therapy around here now. We don't talk to our children like that. So
now that is true. That is true. So we're good with Fred Sanford at 10. So we're going to go from the annoyed father all the way to the honest and caring father. At number 9, we're going Ralph Angel from Queen Sugar. How we feeling?
I feel like that's a Martenzi right there.
Yeah, I've never seen that show, but I'm gonna take the women's advice that because it's this Kofi guy, and I had to Google who he was. I'm gonna assume he's a good father because the women love him.
Sheila, what do you think? Are you a fan of the show?
I've never seen it, but I have seen him, and he can do no wrong in my eyes. So.
All right, he's off the list. Get him out of here.
I think we have our official first one.
His only credentials is he's sexy. Like he gotta go.
I'll take it.
So from the best of the rest list, do we agree that we're going to move up somebody like a Carl Winslow or a Michael Kyle or a Ray Campbell?
Oh, let's totally move Ray Campbell up. Ray Campbell's an excellent father. He took in his adopted daughter's long-lost twin and her mama.
We have our first official swap. Ray Campbell is officially at number 9. And now number 8. This is another controversial one. We're going number 8. Frank Mitchell from Moesha.
Tomato, get them out of here.
This man was very judgmental of his kids. He called his daughter a tramp for getting a tattoo.
I agree with you about him being really judgmental. I was just like, let Moesha go out and have a good time.
Hold on, I don't have a problem with the multiple baby mamas. Like whatever, things happen. But I thought, yeah, Martenzi, did you say that he was raising his son and had his son thinking he was his nephew?
Yeah, that was Ray J's entire role.
Get him out. Hold up, Sheila wants to defend him.
If he's realistic, that's kind of that's the argument.
Yeah.
We all know somebody who has multiple baby mamas. Let's be real.
That's not a reality that I want to exist in, but
okay,
that's something that
it's not what I want
familiar.
Let's move on to number 7. We're going to cartoon land. We're going with Robert Freeman from the Boondocks.
He is realistic, I think, because he took in his grandsons to get them out of the quote-unquote ghetto. So I would believe that he's realistic.
Yeah, I mean, John Witherspoon, you can't miss with him. He's an all-time, great and realistic, hilarious. He the best so far, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think he should come up. He also did a really good job of balancing the two different realities of the children. I think that's a realistic thing that fathers can do sometimes. Their kids live very different lives, and he loved them the same. I thought that was dope.
Number 6, we're going to move to Julius from Everybody Hates Chris, the penny pincher. He was always there, not really, but he was either at his job or at home. What we thinking?
I was asked before I came on here, bring the dad perspective. That makes Julius very high on my list, because if there's anything I hate about being a father, is wastefulness of my almost 2-year-old. If I open a thing of applesauce for you, I'm gonna need you to eat the whole thing to justify me buying this applesauce for you. So him penny pinching, having multiple jobs, I believe that's really realistic.
Now, do you know how much the applesauce costs per spoonful? I feel like Julius knew exactly how per spoonful.
I'm not quite there yet, but inflation has gotten this applesauce to be $5 for a 6-pack. So I can do the math, and it's a couple cents per scoop.
You start citing inflation. That is some dad behavior right there.
Diapers used to be $41.99. Actually $39.99. They're almost $50 now. So yes, I am well aware of.
For diapers?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get us sidetracked. Don't let this animosity sidetrack us.
Yeah, you got me thinking of my next run to Target. Sorry.
I love it. So we agree on number 6. Number 5, we are all going to probably agree in the opposite way. Number 5, the man himself, James St. Patrick.
Oh my God, get him off the
Ghost.
list. Get him off the list. Why did he even make that list? That man is not a realistic black TV dad. The man is a drug lord who had one daughter killed, and then his son killed him. Spoiler alert for anyone who's not aware of that. He was a drug kingpin who was cheating on his wife. There's literally nothing redeeming about him as it relates to being a realistic black dad. And if that man reminds you of your father, then I implore you to sit down with a licensed professional and work that out.
To me, it sounds like the old Chris Rock joke was your job is keep them off the pole. I feel like the job is to keep them from killing you. If they kill you, you messed up. You done something wrong along the way if they kill you.
So James St. Patrick is off the list. Is that what I'm hearing?
Look at Sheila. Sheila want to fight for him.
Sheila, do you have something to say, Sheila?
I think he's not the best dad. He's not a great dad by any measure, any state of anything. But that is unfortunately some people's reality, to have a father who is involved in, crime and kingpin type of life. And just some fathers who haven't made the best decisions, whether it came to their infidelity or how they parent. But I do agree, if it comes to you trying to kill your father, that's...
You can be a drug kingpin but still raise happy kids. His kids hated him, so much so that one killed him.
Allegedly. He's still in court. Tariq like that.
It was pretty clear. It was Tariq. But yeah.
We appreciate
love Omari Hardwick, but this isn't about Omari Hardwick. This is about
Very
James
true.
St. Patrick, and it's enough.
So if we're taking Ghost off, Ghost is officially off. Who are we moving up from the best of the rest list? We have Oscar Proud, we have Dre, Michael Kyle, a few of the ones I mentioned earlier. Who we got moving up?
I like Dre from Blackish.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Dre from Blackish?
I think Andre Johnson is great.
Okay, all right. Dre is officially in at number 5 right now. And moving on to number 4, we have another no-nonsense father. He was a multifaceted father. I think 4 might be a little low for him on this list, but we'll see. Uncle Phil, how we feel? I feel like we all love Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Yes, it's hard to say anything bad about Uncle Phil.
Yeah, Uncle he's an OG.
And moving on to the top 3, we get into the real deal right now. Top 3, this is one of my favorite TV dads. Flex, Flat App, Washington from 101.
It was very like reminiscent of Baltimore in its prime. Like I loved it. Like to me, Flex is very realistic. I mean, I don't know how many people. Well, I mean, Dominique, why are you looking like that? Like, no.
I mean, I'm from Baltimore, and I want to know when you think Baltimore's prime was. I don't know. I think I was a little too old for the whole Flex thing. Like I remember Flex, but he always struck me as corny, which I guess is realistic for a dad. Like I just remember seeing like this guy. So I guess dads are a little bit corny.
I was just watching 101, and apparently Flex is the most well-known local sports director in all of America because they treat him like he's royalty, and he's really just like the local sports guy on local television. He's getting yeah, he's an ex-athlete, and this is in Baltimore, mind you, that only had 2 professional teams, one of which was not even basketball. So it made entirely no sense for him to be as popular in the community that he was, but yeah, he was realistic because he was a young father and he clearly had no idea what he was doing and he was learning as he was going. But I don't know if it was Sheila or Kelly said, like, he's pretty corny. I thought it was Dom. He is pretty corny as a person. Like at 33, Flat App is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But it apparently worked for him, so.
Flat App.
Are we all comfortable keeping the cool dad, corny dad, Flat App at number 3 though?
Oh no, he's got to drop a few.
Okay, but we're good keeping him on the list though. We're good keeping him on the list.
Yeah, he can stay on the list. Yeah.
Now moving to number 2, we got a heavy hitter. We got the uncle that turned into the dad. We got Uncle Bernie Mac.
Love Uncle Bernie, yeah. Uncle Bernie was like my uncle, you know what I mean? Like he just felt very familiar, I think. And I love that character. I love because we first heard about, you know, kind of what this sitcom became from his sketch comedy. So just really love seeing that, you know, kind of stand-up version come to life in this series. And I thought it was really great. I thought he was a great dad.
I mean, as a father of 3 children, I know what it's like to not understand what the hell is going on in their heads and be trying to like. I think that was the thing about him that felt most realistic, is that he was struggling, but he was doing okay, but doing the best he could. Like I feel like so many times, like us adults, whether we're fathers or not, try to put on a brave face and make it seem like everything is going okay when we really just flailing. It was nice to see Uncle Bernie out there flailing, doing the best he can, the same way that I feel right now.
All right, now, so we're headed to number 1, y'all. It's a big moment, but we also have one more switch. If we need to switch this person, we can. All right, number 1. From Scandal. Let me look at the faces. Oh, hold on. Eli Pope, who was the tough love dad. If you've never seen the show, he gave his daughter tough, very, 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 very tough love, confusing love. He was there, ish. I'll let them say. How do y'all feel? How do we feel about Eli Pope?
Wasn't he trying to kill his daughter at one point?
Yeah.
I feel like we already covered
set his
this.
daughter up with like an assassin that she was bamboozled by. She thought he was her lover, but he was somebody that her dad sent in and to surveil her. And no.
But did he do that out of care though? Did he do that out of care?
He did that out of psychoticness. Like what? Who put him on the list? How is that realistic?
No.
I want a new dad. That's not realistic. That's not realistic. Would you send somebody in to surveil your daughter and then take her out, or?
I feel like we established this earlier when we were discussing ghosts. If murder or attempted murder is in between the 2 of you, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not realistic, and I'm gonna say that he don't deserve to be on the list.
All right, so we're taking off Eli Pope. Our number 1 has gone down. I don't know if I want to call that an upset, but it may upset some people. Who are we replacing him with? We still have some from the best of the rest list. We put Ray Campbell up, and we've put Dre up from Blackish. We still have Carl Winslow down there. We still have Michael Kyle. So we still have some heavy hitters. Are we moving anybody up?
They both are really realistic dads to me. I feel like Michael Kyle probably feels the most realistic.
All right, y'all. So we have our top 10 list. It is solidified. Well, not yet. We're still going to move some things around. But we have our top 10 most realistic TV dads of all time right here. Now, do we want to move anybody up, move anybody down, replace the top spot? What are we thinking? Kelly, what are we thinking?
I feel like Uncle Phil should be moved up to the number 1 spot. I think there's no one who doesn't love Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil is like, I mean, he got shouted out in a J. Cole song. You know what I mean? Like, everybody really kind of grew up with Uncle Phil. Even if you were younger, you're watching him on the reruns. He just feels right to me.
Yeah, man, Uncle Phil is a fan favorite, but we talking realistic. Like, I like Uncle Phil near the top, but the talking tos I got didn't feel like they was coming from a district attorney. They felt like they was coming from a dude named Bernie. So I prefer Bernie Mac near the top of the list. That's just for me. I like Bernie Mac.
I could vibe with that.
As far as being more realistic, Bernie seemed to hate his kids just a little bit more, so I'm going to put him at number 1 for that one. That seems more realistic.
I think we have a consensus that we're going to move Bernie Mac up to the number 1 spot.
Bernie Mac has it for me too.
And is Uncle Phil officially number 2?
I'm good with number 2.
I feel like it, yeah.
Okay, so our official top 3, we have Bernie Mac, we have Uncle Phil, and we have Michael Kyle. Is that our top 3?
Nope, blow the whole list up. I don't want Flex on it. I want Dre Johnson near the top. We starting over, square one. Blow it up, start over. I got all night.
We got the official list. Dominique, you can't keep changing. Now Dominique just wants his name on the list.
You good.
And now we're going through 5. We have Dre. We're going to move Dre up. How about that? Is that okay, Dominique? We're going to move Dre to 4. Okay, so Flex Washington is officially number 5 now. Now we got Julius Rock. Are we going to keep, we fine right there, 5 and 6?
Yeah, I was just, reminded who the actor is who plays Julius Rock.
No, the character. We're doing characters.
But you
characters
gotta
only.
take
Characters
everything
only.
together. That's,
You can separate if you want
yeah,
to.
we're going to bump Julius down to 10.
Bump up Fred Sanford and send Julius to the back of the bus.
I think that is our consensus. We have a solid list on that. We will keep it moving. And I think we have a solid top 10 list. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for coming in with us today and making this list.
And hey, you know what I want to say? I'm proud of both Dom and Martenzi, and I wish both of you the happiest of Father's Days this year.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank you. Appreciate
Say that again. Happy Father's Day out there to everyone. Sheila, Kelly, thank you so much. Sheila, are you good with the list? I saw your faces a little bit. Are you okay?
Well, we're going to ride with it.
You can complain about it in the comments.
We may come back next year and do a little bit of, the worst TV kids. Yeah, and the worst TV kids, I think Tariq would easily take that number 1 spot. But we'll discuss that later down the road. I appreciate y'all for pulling up with us, man. I'll see y'all next time.